Search and rescue teams march through the mountainside rubble of Altadena. Most of it is pretty well damaged, but in dangerously dry conditions and new red flag threats for high winds, everything that's left is another fresh threat. Any of it could reignite with a single spark. Because all of this is so unstable, it's still off limits to the people who called this home this time last week. This is the third of at least 3 heavily guarded checkpoints being monitored by the National Guard. With this, they're at least in part trying to stop would-be looters. So far, law enforcement has arrested more than a dozen people. And even with identification, it's still not safe for people who live up the mountain to get back into their neighborhoods. That's why search and rescue teams are trying to give residents a window into their burnt community.
The pink banner means one of our damage inspections teams has come through. They've confirmed the address with the APN, and they've confirmed whether the building is undamaged, partially damaged, or destroyed. And then they tape that up and they go on to the next one.
And this is how residents are finding out whether their home is still standing or if anything's left.
Right, so the next day at 9 a.m. they're trying to populate all of that information so people can get online and see kind of the scope of the damage at their property.
There will be a photo of that.
Yes.
As Southern California begins the cleanup in scorched fire zones and along its famed Pacific Coast Highway, the fear of another fire looms and high winds are heightening anxiety. Monday night, a small blaze ripped through the Santa Clara riverbed in Ventura County, igniting dense vegetation as it flared. Fuel from a nearby reservoir filled choppers for round after round of overhead air assault that helped fire crews knock it down pretty quickly. But high winds and the trauma of the last week means Southern California is not quite ready to feel relieved just yet.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.